So today we're going to look at anger and how we can use anger as one of our biggest growth points and a tool for deeper intimacy. So you can apply what you're learning today in your intimate relationships, in any relationships in your life where you're feeling triggered to the point of anger, and how you can use this to really get your own growth as well as create a new relationship in that area. So intimate relationships can be one of our biggest trigger points. You know, our day can be going along smoothly and then whammo, your partner, your husband, your whatever says something to you, and all of a sudden you're like kind of like an erupting volcano inside of a human body. Anger can be one of our biggest gifts, and yet because we get so kind of tangled up inside of it, we don't get to experience the gift that it actually is. And in this power class, you're going to see how you can use anger as the gift that it is. So in this power class, I want to show you how you can drop into it, drop under it, and harvest the lesson that lies within it. When we untangle it, we can see that anger is like an amazing signaling system which pretty much goes, hey darling, darling, you have a need that's not being met. Anger is a wake-up call to pay attention. It represents a need that we're not having met. However, instead of recognizing this, what we do is we take all of that built up energy from inside of us and we push it out onto someone else, and we say that you are the cause of my anger. And we go blaming and we go resenting, and we see them as the cause of our anger. Now instead of that, let's look at how to get out of the cycle and instead use this as an opportunity to really grow you, to really grow and enhance your relationships, particularly your intimate relationships. So after we know that anger is a wake-up call and it's a signal that we have an unmet need, the next thing is to really distinguish the stimulus from the cause. So let's say our partner over here, hello. So our partner says something, blah, 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 blah. What happens is it triggers a response in us. Now our partner may have said something to trigger that response in us, but here's the thing, the response is something that lies within us. The cause of our anger lies within us as an unmet need, because here's the thing, if we didn't have that thing in here, okay, let's just kind of get rid of that. Let's say that's not in there. Let's say there's not the unmet need and this here is really complete. Whatever is being said over there will just be being said over there. There will be nothing triggered in here. What gets triggered within us is something for us to own. So now once you can distinguish the stimulus and the cause, the second thing is to get divorced. Now I'm not talking about the kind of divorce that you might be thinking. I'm talking about divorcing the other person from the responsibility of your anger. And then that energy that frees up for you can now get redirected into these areas. So when you're noticing yourself about to react out of anger, number one, pause, stop, breathe. This allows you to really kind of get out of the world of the emotion and not be reacting in an emotional way. Number two, identify those judgmental thoughts. Become like the observer to them. They can really show us where our unneed met is. So when you see that judgmental thought, say if you're going, she's being too sexual, then flip that around to find out what your need is. So maybe she's being too sexual flipped around, maybe you're not feeling fully in your own sexual power. Maybe it's he's being too lazy. Maybe flip that around. Are you overworked and you're really needing some rest? So once you are able to pause and then notice those judgmental thoughts, flip it around to find out what is the need that's underneath the emotions that you're wanting met. And lastly is requesting. So if you're wanting some time out, maybe requesting for a babysitter, ask someone to look after your kids for the night and have some time for you, whatever it is, whatever that need is that you need, be a bold request to get your needs met. So this week's growth work, well, today's growth work, is about if you notice yourself being triggered into an anger response, to pause, stop, breathe. Second is to notice the judgmental thoughts. And then the third thing is to flip them around and really see what is the need that actually I haven't been being met for myself. And then lastly, be a bold request for yourself to get your need met. Come on over to the Facebook community. We're all in there and we'd love to hear from you. What are you noticing about this and what are you learning? And also, when you apply this in your life, share with us what it is that you're noticing. What's the unmet need that's lying underneath your trigger point? And also, are you being a bold request to have your needs met? Remember, our stand is to help all women be the most empowered versions of themselves. And as we all rise together, we all create a much bigger positive ripple effect in the world. So please help me by sharing this program. Click the share button and share the free program with the women in your life that you love. I'll see you on the Facebook page.